Hi, I'm Jackie from Multnomah County Library School Corps with Novelties 2021. In this video, I'm going to talk about spooky and mysterious stories. If you'd like to find the books and websites I mention in this video, the links are included in the description below. Too Bright to See by Kyle Lukoff, grades 4 through 7. Bug is having a rough summer. First, Uncle Roderick died, and everyone is missing him. Bug's best friend Moira keeps coming over to do makeovers, bringing over lots of nail polish and makeup. Afterwards, Bug looks in the mirror and sees a stranger. That person just doesn't feel right. Then, spooky things start to happen. Bug always knew their house was haunted, and Uncle Roderick had agreed. There were cold spots around the house, and occasionally doors would slam all by themselves. But now it's getting much worse. One morning, Bug wakes up, and all the clothes from the dresser and the closet have been flung around the room. And one night, when Bug's mom is gone, the TVs start turning on and off. The bowl of mac and cheese that Bug is eating flies off the couch all by itself and lands on the floor. Clearly, there's a new ghost in the house, and it's trying to say something. Could it be Uncle Roderick? And if so, what is he trying to tell Bug? Some things you could talk about with this book. Ghosts. Uncle Roderick and Bug are aware of the ghostly presences in their house, but Bug's mom doesn't seem to notice them. Why do you think that is? Reinventing yourself. Bug's friend Moira sees the start of middle school as a time to reinvent herself and thinks Bug should do the same. What does Moira mean by reinventing herself? Have you ever done this? Safety at school. What does the middle school principal say about how Bug will be treated at school? Why is this important? How would Bug be treated at your school? And I've linked to some related websites in the description below. There are 2 teachers' guides, one from the publisher and one from the Anti-Defamation League. Both have discussion questions and activities. I've also linked to a video on the grieving process, which discusses some of the stages of grieving that Bug mentions in the book. I've also included a guide from the Trevor Project to being an ally to transgender and non-binary youth, which addresses some of the themes of this story. Ikenga by Nnedi Okorafor, grades 5 through 8. Nnamdi's father was an excellent police chief, rooting out the criminals trying to take over their town in Nigeria. When his father is killed, Nnamdi vows to find the murderer and get revenge. But he's not quite sure how to do that. He's only 12. He's not like all the superheroes in his favorite comics, like Black Panther and the Incredible Hulk. One night, Nnamdi sees a familiar figure hovering near the gate of his home. He sneaks out and follows it down the street. It's his father's ghost. He gives Nnamdi an Ikenga, a small statue that gives Nnamdi the power to transform into a 7-foot-tall man with superhuman strength. Now he really is like one of his favorite superheroes. But Nnamdi discovers it can be a challenge to control your superpowers, and he still has to discover who killed his father. The In-Between by Rebecca K.S. Ansari, grades 4 through 7. Cooper has been finding himself angry a lot lately. First, because after his father moved out 3 years ago, he never spends time with Cooper and his sister Jess. All his energy goes to his new family. Then there's the new girl with the long blonde hair who moved in across the alley. She sits outside the house on her swing and just stares at Cooper, never speaking to him. Cooper thinks her family must be rich because they spent a lot of money fixing up the house, and the girl wears a uniform like she goes to private school. One day, Cooper goes into his sister's room to get the laptop they share. It's open to a news story about a train accident in England almost 100 years ago. A little boy died in the accident, but no one knew who he was. Cooper asked his sister why she was reading an article about something that happened so long ago. She tells him to look at the symbol on the jacket the boy was wearing. When Cooper zooms in on the photo, he realizes that he recognizes the symbol. It's the same one on the new girl's jacket. Cooper and his sister do some more research, and it seems like that symbol is associated with other disasters too, like a fire and a building that collapsed. Does that mean that a similar disaster is going to happen in their town? What can they do to stop it? In the description below, you'll find a link to the full list of all the titles from this year's Novelties videos. I've also included links where you can watch our other School Corps presentations, and a link to book discussion tips from Multnomah County Library. We'd also really appreciate if you would fill out our evaluation to let us know what you think of these videos. Finally, you can find out more about School Corps by following the link below. Thanks for watching.